Gentlemen, I'd like to thank first and foremost the Prime Minister Chastanet of St. Lucia for the sterling work that he and his team have done in their stewardship of the Caribbean Development and Cooperation Committee over the past 2 years. The past 2 years in Caribbean development have been tremendously complex, with a number of issues coming to the fore that have lasting impact on our regional development. Prime Minister Chastanet was at the helm when our region was impacted by and recovering from a series of hurricanes that debilitated not only individual local economies, but regional economies. Prime Minister Chastanet was at the helm of the CDCC and a strong advocate at the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund and at the United Nations for innovative solutions to some of the challenges facing the Caribbean, both from a climate change perspective, from the perspective of debt, restructuring and debt management, the work of international financial institutions with regards to middle-income countries and IDA eligibility. Prime Minister Chastanet has been a titan in these battles to have the voice of the Caribbean heard and the specificities of the Caribbean properly understood as we all embark on a developmental journey that is unique anywhere in the world, given our size, given our openness, given our debt burden, given our vulnerabilities. And Prime Minister Chastanet has been an eloquent advocate for the region and has certainly advanced the cause of Caribbean development during his 2 years at the helm of the CDCC. Testimony for that is the very excellent work, excellent Caribbean specific work that has taken place at the ECLAC during his tenure. This morning at the round table, Lucia on behalf of ECLAC provided some very well thought out analysis and solutions to confront the latest challenge that Prime Minister Chastanet had to deal with during his tenure, that being the last 6 months of the COVID pandemic, which has affected the region in myriad ways. From a healthcare perspective and health infrastructure, we have been deeply affected, and we've had to build resilience in our healthcare system. From a social protection perspective, we've had to expend monies to protect the most vulnerable and those displaced by the pandemic, and to battle against inequalities that are being formed by unemployment and the collapse of certain sectors of our economies. From an economic perspective, faced with mass unemployment, faced with collapsing businesses, particularly in the tourism sector, and the collapse of revenues. Prime Minister Chastanet again has been an eloquent voice in describing what is taking place in the region because of COVID and what the path will be to recovery, beyond bailouts, beyond treading water, beyond trying to survive the next couple of months, but to prepare our countries to take advantage of whatever opportunities may arise post-COVID. And he was one of the first to coin the issue of living with COVID and living and producing amidst the impact of this virus. So I thank him for his leadership. I thank him for his close collaboration with ECLAC, and I applaud ECLAC for the wonderful work that they have produced under and along with his chairmanship. They're mighty large shoes to fill. I thank ECLAC and all colleagues for reposing the confidence in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to that regard. I hope that my tenure is far less eventful than yours, Prime Minister Chastanet. And I hope that we can stand on your shoulders and advance the work that you have initiated and that Alicia and her team have ably spelled out for